petite option. All right, we're moving on to this sweater, which I absolutely love. It is about as classic as it gets when it comes to a fall sweater, but it's not a scratchy wool sweater. This is, in fact, a very soft nylon viscose modal blend. It has tipping detail on it. It is new this season. $79 gets it home, or 5 easy payments of $15.80. We're seeing there the denim tooled, which has a little bit of a heathering to it. So you'll see a little bit of high-low in that. You'll also get some heathering in the oatmeal heather. I'll walk it up to the camera slowly so my camera can adjust. But my camera is not as great as yours, but you'll see that nice fine cable knit with a solid cable in between. And then we have the gorgeous neckline where we've taken like a taupe color. And it almost looks as if you've layered the perfect crew neck t-shirt underneath it, which I'm a big fan of that look. And then we did a little tipping at the bottom of the sleeve. No tipping at the bottom of the actual sweater, but we did give you a rib. Now this rib is not like a thick rib where you're gonna have to determine, oh, do I have to wear it? You can determine if you wanna wear it straight, because it's nice and flat, or if you wanted to make it a little bit shorter, you can sort of fold it up and under. Oh, we also have a third colorway. This is the aubergine heather. Although I would say that the heather seems a little less heathered in this darker shade. This aubergine has been such a workhorse for us in this fall collection. This also has like a creamy ivory, so it's not like a stark white. It's a nice, soft, complementary tipping. And I love that we did 2 layers of it on the collar there, and then just 1 layer of the tipping on the sleeve. So the fabrication of this is 50% nylon, 33% viscose, 17% modal. Each and every one of those fabrics is known for its softness. So if you're somebody who loves the look of like a chunky sort of Irish sweater, but you can't do wool, or you just don't want it to be as bulky, this is a perfect sweater. In fact, I've worn this underneath our Glen plaid blazer. It gave me, you know, sort of that Ivy League vibe. And in fact, most of this collection this fall are sort of based on places in London. So we did, oh, I can't remember what the name, it was like the Tower of London, Piccadilly Circus. So I think right now we are in the Piccadilly Circus. So the sort of classic, that's what, you know, when it comes to fall, that's why it's my favorite season, is there are these tried and true silhouettes, a great cable knit sweater, a classic blue jean. It's just the greatest way to be able to stay on trend, but really be classic, a great fabrication. You can machine wash. We do suggest drying this flat. Let's talk about the lengths. Missy length will be 24.5 to 26 5/8. Your plus length will be 27 to 30.5. Again, part of the fall sort of statement sweater look. Again, if you want it to be a little bit roomier, you could certainly size up. As we're seeing it on the model, that was the intention for fit, but that doesn't mean that that's what you need to buy. You could certainly buy whatever size you want, especially if a size that you need is sold out. A little roomy in a sweater, you can never go wrong. So beautiful tipping detail, great cable knit. The cable knit is all throughout, front, back, and the sleeves. That gorgeous oatmeal heather. You get the slight sort of high and low, that beautiful heathered oatmeal effect. And again, that nice sort of taupe color. Maybe you have a pair of like wide leg taupe pants and you just want to do this sort of winter white, you know, glamorous look. I think that that would be absolutely dynamite. And then we have one that's a little bit more denim friendly, and in fact it's called denim tooled. So that's one where you're getting a little bit of that sort of classic chambray blue color. In terms of care and fit, it couldn't be easier. I love that we always intend for it to fit you at the shoulders. We typically nip in slightly through the bust, and then we give you just a little bit of release. The last thing you want to do is put a sweater on and feel like you need to stretch out the bottom. We've sort of built that accommodation of your curves into the design of the sweater. The blue is the most popular. I can understand why. We're in our denim season here at QVC, and certainly in the fall time. So a really nice pairing with that. And again, I love that little tipping. Takes away the need to really layer anything underneath it if you don't want to, but you still want to have, you know, what looks like a little finishing piece. So it just adds a little bit of additional detail. The fabric you're going to love. Don't hang this when you get this home. This is a foldable moment. I certainly wouldn't want this to grow in your closet, and it will if you hang it. And you don't want to, you know, sort of impede on the integrity of your nice shoulder. A fully fashioned knit. So when you see this little like sort of braided detail between the body and the sleeve, that means it's all weaved on one machine. That's how they do it in the high-end fashion world. So certainly that's how we'll do it as well, because we want this to look like you could have got it at Brooks Brothers or, you know, at a high-end detail or high-end retail store, rather. Look at that beautiful cabling intermingled with the solid stripe. It's not an over-the-top print, so certainly not going to add any bulk. It fits beautifully. Nylon viscose modal blend, machine wash, lay flat to dry, store folded. You're gonna love it. Here it is in that aubergine, the oatmeal heather, and then we saw the denim tooled on the model. All right. Okay, it's the last item of the show, and perhaps